Hey MennoNerds, it's Curtis, and today I want to talk to you about evangelization and ways to do it. So Deborah was talking about our theology and how it impacts others. The way that our theology drives us to engage with people can be for the better or it can be for worse. And she highlighted this a little bit in the realm of special needs and what that looks like. And so it got me thinking, as she began to talk more about evangelization and the need to do it, and that it is important and that there is truth to be told, it got me wondering, how exactly is it that we can evangelize? What does that look like? So to give an example, growing up, and even today I see a lot, one of the methods that I've seen for evangelization is, the tried and true kind of Romans road, which takes through different passages of Scripture in Romans as a way of spelling out the doctrine of justification by faith. So, for instance, it begins by all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. So you're a sinner, and here's what this means, and here's why what Jesus did impacts that and makes salvation possible. So I definitely don't want to speak on behalf of all MennoNerds, and I don't want to speak on behalf of all people who fall under the theological umbrella of Anabaptism. But I know for me specifically, in my journey towards an Anabaptist faith, I have really begun to change my views and opinions on just what the problem is that the gospel is attempting to fix, right? Is it the fact that God's all holy and can't be around sinners, so how does an all holy God embrace wretched and vile sinners? And saying, well, maybe that's not actually the issue that God was trying to solve. And this stems really far to understanding how the cross works, right? What theory of the atonement do I think best fits? Even down to the question of, as Anabaptists, do we believe in redemptive violence? So did God use violence redemptively on the cross? So all these questions crop up as I began to discover the Anabaptist faith and move towards its understandings of things. However, one area that it's impacted a lot has been evangelization. No longer is there this nice, tidy system of like, see, here's your problem, you did this. Here's the solution, pray this prayer. It all becomes a lot different. I find the need to discuss the narrative of Scripture and the story and the narrative of Christ and what he accomplished. So I say this not necessarily to bring up an answer, but more to ask a question. I'd love to hear from other MennoNerds as you've begun to embrace a more Anabaptist view of faith. Has it changed the way that you go about evangelization? And if so, how do you go about it now? How do you present the gospel? How do you present the good news of Jesus? I'm super excited and interested to hear, because it's a question that I think through myself quite a bit, and I think I have a lot to gain from hearing a lot of other Anabaptist voices on this topic. I look forward to responses, and until next time, grace and peace.